So, and then, he quote things which is really stupid. And, I mean, if we go to Muslim website and see the Muslims claiming science, we will find that each one of those are stupid to the point you will die laughing. And you know what? In front of everybody, I'm not going to pick up all those to explain them. I have my books, Quran and Science. You can get it and read for, read, educate yourself. Who is a Muslim when I choose from those things anything, and my duty to prove to you that this is a fraud? Anyone? Look, which one? Physiology, botany, biology, geology. All of this is in the Quran, a Muslim claim. But when we check them one by one, we die laughing and we see how stupid Islam is. And remember one thing. If Allah messed up in once, He messed up in all. As long as the Quran is a holy book and everything there is by Allah. So if this God, He says something wrong in the Quran, it's enough to prove one wrong to prove the rest wrong. Any Muslim? Any Muslim? Who is a Muslim when I choose any of those? And my duty to show you right now, right here, that this is a fraud. Choose one. Anyone? Choose one, anyone. Which one? Which one? Geology, biology, embryology, Bible and Quran science. What is that? Choose which one? Which one? Which one? All is a fraud, all is a scam. Have you ever heard of a God who did not know how the baby is created? As an example, the Quran states that a human being, he have sex, and there is gushing fluid come from the man and the women. And the gushing fluid of the man is coming from the backbone, that is his sperm. Have you ever heard of a stupid teaching like this, that a sperm is coming from a bone, and it's the backbone, the last bone in your spine? This is the teaching of Allah. And not only that, the woman, she have a sperm too, according to the Quran, and her sperm is thin and yellow, and it come from the location of the necklace in the chest. This is Ibn Kathir explaining the Quran to the Muhammadan, and he is their scholar, not mine. Let man see how he created. It's alerting man of his weakness and his origin. He's created from water, and then he continue. خلق من ماء دافق يخرج من بين الصلب والترائب. He says, he is created from water gushing forth, meaning sexual fluid that come bursting forth from the man and the women. So this is orgasm, obviously, right? The Quran claims that the baby is coming from the orgasm of both. Orgasm, note, the orgasm, the gushing forth fluid from the man and the women. Thus the child produced from both of them by permission of Allah. So it's a gushing forth water. So the women, she have a gushing forth water, the man have a gushing forth water, and Muhammad saying clearly that this is a sexual fluid come from both of them, the man and the women, and that will make the baby. And then he said, proceeding, what is the proceeding? The gushing forth fluid. This is a continuous sentence. Proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs. The backbone of who? The man, and the ribs of the women. So the word here between is not about between one body part, it's about, or let us say, one space and one man, one person, speaking about the two gender, between the man and the women, the gushing fluid. The gushing fluid of the man is coming from his backbone, the gushing fluid of the woman coming from her ribs, specifically the top ribs next to the neck, meaning the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women, which is referring to her chest. So women, she have orgasm, and that orgasm is coming from the top of her chest. And the Muslims are making tons of websites speaking about science in the Quran. Do you see it? Unblock apostate. Prostate. Who is this? Make a new name and call me. Who is this guy? Apostate state. I block. If I block him, that means he's a kid. The clear sign of somebody being blocked only if he is a kid. If he is adult, I don't block him. And actually, I am not in Skype right now, but here we go. I will go in Skype. Mr. Apostate, whatever your name. Are you a Muslim, my friend? Are you a Muslim? Apostate? Is he a Muslim? Answer me, please. And look, the second we start talking to them, they don't answer. They go deep, they go sleep now. He can call me liar, no problem. So what? Are you there, Apostate? Here we go. We are asking for you now. Are you there? Hello? Yeah, he was a brave. The second we mention his name is dead. Yeah, they are kids. All right, I will not go on Skype then. Actually, I noticed like when we set up for going live, I see Muslims coming in the chat. The second I say hello, guys, the Muslims stop texting. They go, disappear. They were debating the Christians, calling them names, laughing at them, etc. The second I say, whatever I say, they are dead. They are not there. Okay, I say, okay, guys, see you. The second I say see you, I'm watching the chat. They come back to chat again. It's like little mice, I leave, they come. I come, they leave. I mean, and what you would debate me about, it's in front of you. Your name is Imam Murrah? Guys, his name is Imam Murrah. You are the guy who said to him, if I show you Imam Murrah is it true, what you would do? He changed the topic. He didn't want to talk about it no more. This is one of the victims of Fifi. By the way, Fifi, he made a video and David Wood was answering it. And, I was like walking, I walk every day, just like, sport. He was saying that Prophet Muhammad is in the Bible, for it says 10,000 Holy One will walk with Muhammad. But Muhammad did not go to Mecca with 10,000, you fraud like your Prophet. Muhammad, he went to Mecca with 12,000. Coward that like their Prophet, they have no dignity. Go right now and search. You don't need a Christian Prince. How many thousand they went and they occupy Mecca with Muhammad? You will find they are 12,000. So look how desperate they are. They are even corrupting their own history. Their books says clearly 12,000 they went with the Prophet. In their video they say 10,000. Why they are lying? Right? Brother, are the Qudsi hadith or Allah word? Muhammad, he claimed that those hadith supposedly Allah word, but this is another stupidity. How this is from Allah, and it's called Qudsi, which means holy, and it's hadith. Shouldn't be in the Quran. That's mean the holy book of Allah is not only the Quran. You know what I mean? The second you call the hadith holy, that's mean now we have holy beside the holy. So now we have two books of holy, the hadith and the Quran. So can we call the hadith Quran too? If yes, why it's not Quran? Right? Do we have any Muslim want to say anything to us? Anyone? Yeah, only in the mathematics of Muslims, 10,000 plus Muhammad is 10,000, plus 2 is 10,000. What this is mean 12,000 and Muhammad. No, the Muslims, they say that the Quran is holy, right? The Quran is holy. Now, for sure, we have to agree that the Quran is very holy. I mean, if not holy, why the Quran is speaking about, big boobs, and this is holy boobs, We have to admit here, the book of holy boobs. Do we have any Muslim want to say anything? Anyone? Adriel, are you a Muslim, my friend? Are you a Muslim? In this channel, we take only call from Muslims. Are you a Muslim? Don't repeat yourself, please. Do we have any Muslim have anything to say about what we said? Anyone want to refute us? Are you saying nothing good absolutely about Islam? You see, when we say nothing good or nothing, I mean, to make it simple, in order to say what is good and what's bad, we have to define what is good. So, if I say to you, it's good to wash your hands after killing me, I mean, is that good? So, washing hands is good. Killing me, is it? This is what Islam is about. You know what I mean? So Islam focus in small things, make it as important, and the horrible thing in the Quran, they say it's okay. So a Muslim, he speak to you about Islam forbid us from eating pork, but Islam did not forbid you from raping women. So which one is more important? Eating pork or raping women? Islam forbid us from drinking wine, but Islam allow you to have sex with the children. Which one is important? A person who drink wine, he do nothing wrong, or a man who is 50 years old, 54 years old like Muhammad, having a sexual desire for a 6-year-old girl? So when we say good and bad, this is a horrible statement to even to use, because what is good and what's bad, this is what is important. We have to look for what is really harmful and what is really useful, and then we will find that Islam is a harmful religion. What is useful in Islam? You tell me. Putting a woman inside the case in a degree which is you can be cooked inside that veil. Saudi Arabia is one of the hottest countries in the world, and the women, she have to wear a black veil, not only any veil, she have to be black. Inside that veil you will be cooked. And imagine now, like now people, they have cars and fancy cars because of the oil, air condition, but before, how those people live? You know what I mean? Islam is teaching us, the Muslim, they say women is like jewels. Women is like jewel, but you divorce them and you throw them in the street as you wish, and you beat them. What kind of a book says beat your wife? Right? What kind of a book it says beat your wife? Islam is a racist cult. What kind of God he says that Allah will never allow anyone to enter his heaven unless he is white? You tell me. What is the logic in that? Chapter 3, verse 106, chapter 3, verse 107. Why I want to go to heaven, I have to be white. What's wrong with me being black? What is the problem? Even women in heaven, they have to be extremely white, transparent, to the point you can see through the marrow of their bones. Why? Why I have to be in such a way? Huh? Any Muslim have explanation? What is the connection? I'm just trying to understand the connection. And the Muslim, they say that Muhammad, he made a statement. He says there's no difference between white and black and free and slave. That's a fabricated story. It's not coming from a sahih, authentic story. And here you see the hypocrisy of Muslims. If we mention to them from the same book, the Muslim, they quote that the story is the same book where I quote a story that Muhammad ordered to kill a man for his jealousy. He was jealous from him. The Muslim, they say this book is not authentic for us. So when they want, they say, so if I quote it from different book, even it's different book and it's authentic, they will say, oh, this book is not authentic too. So it doesn't matter where you quote it from, the book is not authentic, for the story is horrible. Now why I'm going to be white in heaven? In the day some faces will become white and some faces will become black. Chapter 3 verse 106, Tafsir Ibn Kathir. In the day of resurrection, when the faces followers of the Sunnah and the Jama'ah will radiate with whiteness, and the faces of those who they are of bid'ah, innovation, division will be darkened. Okay, and those who their faces become black, to them we will say, did you reject after accepting? And those whose faces became white will be in Allah's mercy. Do you see it? Guys, I heard Fairuz, he left Islam. I am happy for him, good for him. Yeah. Well, I can tell he left Islam since, you know, he texts me in Skype. He says, I agree with you. I can't, you know, I don't want to show you his text, but he knew if he's there. From yesterday, after I tried to call him, he texts me, he says, I agree with you. You know, that's it. I know, but from the same second, I know that the guy, he left Islam. Happy for him, no problem. If I want to talk about everybody says he left Islam who texts me, we will be spending the day. We are not the same as Muslims. They make videos of this guy and that guy to make it propaganda. We have people leave Islam left and right. So faces will become white. Why? Because they believe in Allah. Why? Anyone can tell us? Why faces will become black and faces will become white? Me, Christian Prince, I will become black. Finally, I got my wish. I want to be black. What's wrong with being black? According to Islam, being black is being bad. This is the teaching of the faith in Muhammad. Do you see it? And the Muslim, they claim that they are anti-racism, when Islam is the biggest racist cult in the history. And all the African American and all the African who've been brought as slaves to Europe and to America were captured by Muslims and sold by Muslims in North of Africa. If you do not know history, go and read. Actually, there's a story about an animal. It's called a jassasa. I don't know how many of you knows about it. You see, I share with you what is important. We cannot share everything because it's English. If you go to the chapter of An-Naml, chapter 27, verse number 82, Muhammad speaks about a jassasa, which is a beast will come down from the earth. And this jassasa is going to have a stick of Moses and the ring of Solomon. Let us see. Here we go. And the beast will emerge from the earth, and with it will be the staff of Moses and the ring of Suleiman. And then it will strike the nose of disbelievers with the staff, and it will make it the face of the believer bright with the ring. Until the people, when they gather to eat together, they say, recognize, oh, believer, disbelievers, which means in the judgment day, Allah will make people two colors, white and black. Believers are white, disbelievers are black. Let us continue. It will strike the nose of disbelievers with the ring, and will make the face of the believer bright with the staff, until when the people gather for the meal, they will say to one another, O believer, O disbeliever. It was also recorded by Ibn Majah and Ibn Jurayj, reported by it's Az-Zubayr, etc. Describe the beast. He said, this is a description of the beast. And if you read the description, you will find that Muhammad is copying somewhere, somehow, from something in the Bible, for those who know the Bible very well. Its head like the head of a bull, its eyes like the eyes of a pig, the ears is like the ears of elephant, its horn are like the horn of a stag, and it is neck like the neck of an ostrich, its chest like the chest of a lion, its collar like the collar of a tiger, its haunches like the haunches of a cat, its tail like the tail of a ram. Simply Allah, He put all the animals in a cocktail machine and He mixed them together. All right? And then, but what important for us is, it will bring out the staff of Moses and the ring of Solomon. There will be no believer without making a white spot in his face. This is physically, not metaphorically. And this white spot, he will hit you in your face if you are a Muslim. And this white spot will spread until his face is shiny white as a result. Do you see it? You see how racist this cult? And there will be no disbeliever left without making a black spot on his face, which will spread until his face is black as a result. Do you see it? Is that Christian Prince statement? This is Ibn Kathir. Right? Do you see it? Is that a statement of racism? Absolutely. All disbelievers, Allah will make them African, black, as a penalty according to the faith of Allah. All those who they are believers, Allah will make them European white. Who said that? The Quran. What do you say? For me, I believe truly that this is absolutely a fraud, and there is no difference between people black and white. You know, it's you. You know them from their fruit. There's a black person, he can be good. There's a black person, can be bad. The same for the white people. The same for the Asian people. I don't care who you are. If you are good to me, you are a good person. If you are not, you are not. This is why the Lord, He says, from their fruits you shall know them, not from their color. You do not know people from their color. You know, I have people who they were black and they were good to me as my family and even better. You know, and I have white people who've been bad to me as if they are enemy. But not all, you know, I'm saying some of the white, some of the black can be here or there. But saying that God will reward the believers, make them white, and He will punish the disbelievers by making them black, that is really horrible. I've been all over the world. I went to Asia, I went to Middle East, I went to Arab countries, many of them. You know, Europe, America, you name it. I met all kind of people. Friendly, nice, rude, bad, garbage, trashy, you name it. But never was about color. I remember once I was in England, I have a neighbor. I say to him, good morning, he don't answer me. I don't know why. I go with him in the elevator. He's a white man. He don't answer me. Maybe he thinks he's higher than me. I don't know. There is a person who's black person who go with me in the elevator. We shake hands. How are you? We have good time. But does that mean I can say all white people like that? No, I met many white people. They are very wonderful, very nice. What does this have to do with this? I have a neighbor once. I left my house and the garage did not close. The door of the garage closed, stuck. My poor neighbor, who is a black person, he put his chair in the front of my garage door. It was cold. Until I came back. I find the guy sitting in front of my home. I said, what are you doing here? He said, well, you left your garage open. I was afraid somebody will get in. I mean, imagine, guys. He's worried about my house, and he moved a chair, and he said, "Why you don't go inside behind the door? There is a thing you hit, it will close it." He said, "I was afraid somebody will say I will get inside your house." So he's afraid to get in to close the door. He's afraid to leave, and somebody will get inside the house. And this is my black neighbor. Wonderful person. So anyone who judge people by their color, he do not know really what color mean. Because your color is your fruits. It's not your skin. Why dark spot in the face of the Muslims? Actually, this is fabrication. The Muslims, they do that in order to show you that they are people who pray a lot. I remember when I was a kid in school, I used to go to a Muslim kid. He come to my house, I go to his house. So we were sitting, and his father, he had little rock. He hit his head with the rock. Let me show people what I'm talking about. So he was hitting his forehead with the rock, little rock, and I said to him, "Why your dad is doing that? He's crazy? I mean, why somebody will hit his head with little rock, you know?" He says no, but he wants people to know that he is praying a lot. You notice that all those who they are Muslim Brotherhood, they do their best to have that spot, and even some of them, they use kind of like what they call it, like, you know, the one you color your hair, but it's to color the skin, you know. So they will have that in their forehead, and that supposedly will prove that they are praying a lot. They bow down a lot. They put their head in the floor a lot, you know. So they color their hair, you know, because now you can do that. You can get some kind of coloring, will color your skin, and will make you supposedly a true believer, for you pray a lot. Let us see if I can find. Yeah, this here, but it's not clear really. Yeah, those are the peaceful Muslim Brotherhood. You will see in the top of their head. I'll try to find better picture. You will see here. See it? Here. Peaceful, by the way. Very peaceful people. I mean, you can tell, you know, that this guy is carrying a small sword. The other guy is carrying a pipe, you know. Very happy people, by the way. The second you become a Muslim, you are a very happy person. Right? Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, this is always, you know, it's their fraud. It's a society of hypocrisy, where they speak about being believers, but if you go and deal with, just do business with them, you will see that, they will see the fraud. They borrow money, they don't pay you back. They cheat in everything. I mean, if you want to know what cheating is, buy things from Turkey. Go to Turkey and learn what cheating is. They cheat. If you go to a restaurant, they cheat in the bill. If you actually, I don't know. I mean, you can go watch about scams, you know. And who is the one who do scams? Even in Europe, even in Europe. Uh, anyway, so guys, I think we are done for today. Not many people knows that I'm online. I think this is why we don't have a big number, because we did not inform you that we are going to be live. But we answer this liar, and we get him busted with no mercy. Everything he claimed that it is in our book, we found that it is in his book, not in ours. This is what Islam is. Islam is a stinky religion, and they think by adding some perfume, we will not see the garbage. You know what I mean? They think. Yeah, this is why if you want to get notification, it's better if you subscribe to Patreon, because Patreon will send you an email, not like YouTube. Will send you email to your email saying Christian Prince have an event. All right. So if you subscribe to Patreon, Patreon will give you an alarm. Same time, you do not need to donate to be, subscribing in Patreon. Many people think that people who they are there, actually the majority of those people who subscribe to me in Patreon, they don't donate any penny. The one who do that is very few number between them. So you do not need to donate. No, for sure we need the support of people, but I am here to do my free mission. It's free, and whatever people they give, it is their choice. So you can subscribe to Patreon, and when I post I'm going to go live, you'll receive a notification from Patreon. YouTube, they censor us. YouTube is not in favor of our videos. I never saw YouTube was being fair with anyone as a Christian, especially if he's attacking Islam, and you know that. One of the reasons actually I cannot have my videos on YouTube because of YouTube. I mean, have you ever heard of a person? He have thousands of videos, but they are not in his page. Why? Because YouTube is all over me. Right? Will you debate Shabir Ali? Shabir Ali is just a kid. He don't dare to debate me. And he ran away from debating me. Actually, we scheduled a debate in the ABN TV, and he ran. He sent them an email saying he apologized, he is busy with his PhD. Suddenly he became, and since then he became busy. Shabir Ali is the easiest to crush, actually. He's not even he's not one. Actually, once somebody sent me a video before where somebody asked him, would you be willing to debate Christian Prince? He said, he starts saying high leak, low leak, whatever. He's afraid. He's afraid. Many people they knew, especially those who they have a business in it called Islam, that debating me can be the end of their career. The same as Mimi Hijab. Mimi Hijab, he have no problem to debate David Wood because he can fabricate. He can say to him, you don't know Arabic, you don't know, etc. But the second we say to Mimi Hijab, he asked, who want to debate? Who you want me to debate? They say the Christian Prince, Christian Prince. So now the majority of Muslims, they say to him, okay, Christian Prince, please debate Christian Prince. So what he did, because now he is in trouble. So he set up a time. He have a few videos, he edited them, and he did not debate me. Did you say that? Did you say, hang up on him? Hang up on him, I did not talk. He's afraid, he's terrified. So they prepare to talk to me. They have like 5 or 6 people in the other side to play a short video of me saying that, and you say, did you say that? The second I start talking, he hang up on me. Why? Because they are terrified. Big fat liar. Never all my life I contact him.
Prince.
Yeah, he said that I contacted him to debate him. That's not true. I never contacted him. Never, never. If I contacted him, I would like to see him show us the email. I never did that. He said I contacted him to debate him. I never did that. It's ABN. They contact me. ABN contact him. They said, do you want to debate Christian Prince? He said, sure. I said, no problem. And then when he heard that who is a Christian Prince, he backed down.
Thank you very much.
The question was?
The mic right there. Hello? Yeah, I just came to ask the $1 million question. Shabir, when will you ever debate Christian Prince? Thank you very much.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know Christian Prince, he is a personality who's been operating some sort of an internet radio broadcast as far as I can remember. He contacted me a long time ago.
What a big fat liar. I want you to show an email from me to you. I never contacted you, you liar. Shame on you.
Asking if I would debate him, and I said yes. And then
he said yes. Did you see? He said yes, but it's not me. I did not contact him. This is ABN TV. And then he went and he bought my book, and I made a video about it. And then, yeah, this is what happened. He bought my book. The second he saw my book, he decided not to debate me. No. As simple as that. And after he got my book, he told them, I am busy with my PhD. Since then, he is busy.
Shabir, when will you ever debate Christian Prince? Thank you very much.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know Christian Prince, he is a personality who has been operating some sort of an internet radio broadcast as far as I can remember. He contacted me a long time ago asking if I would debate him, and I said yes. And then eventually I bought his book.
See? He even mentioned it here. Eventually, I bought his book. Hey, by the way, why Shabir Ali did not make any video against my book? Did you ask yourself? Why somebody he claimed to be a scholar, he bought my book, he did not refute it. He bought my book, he noticed that he is no match. He was preparing himself to debate me. That's why he bought my book. Yeah, and why you bought my book right away when they said to you, debate Christian Prince? Because he bought the book 2 days after they asked him to debate me. And he agreed. You know? 2 days after. After he bought my book, he called him, he said no.
And then I don't want to say anything about him because he's not here, but falling from the correspondence and the way things were going, I felt that, you know, people, as you play ball, you play in certain leagues, right? You play in junior league, you play, you know, you advance from that and so on. I felt that we were not in the same league.
We are for sure.
So maybe he's in a higher league than I am, and God knows what is the truth of this. But I felt.
Yeah, it's all excuses, so he will not do it. Anyway, who cares? So, you see, I never said no to anyone. All those who claim they want to debate me, where are they? Actually, they are fabricating excuses. Like, we debate you, we are willing to debate you, but face to face. What is face to face about? People, they want my answer and your answer. What's your face? Right? So, I never said no to anyone. Never. Have you ever seen me saying no to anyone who debate me? We take even call from potatoes. I mean, people who we never heard of. We open Skype, says who want to call me. Anyone can call me. He can call me, you can call me, anyone can call me. And actually, not only that, we say no Christian can call us, just to give opportunity for Muslims to call. Right? So when people, they make excuses, obviously they are terrified and they have their reason. It's okay, no problem. Yeah, different levels, yeah. Well, everybody can know the different levels. Anyway, guys, I think we have enough for today. I hope you have a good time and you learn. And as you see, Islam is a very easy religion to destroy, not only to debunk. But the problem is if you have knowledge or not. And that's what we are doing here. I hope you guys are taking reference. When we post link, you save them. You know, you make folder for your links so you don't be confused later when you want to fight them. Like make a folder for women rights. Folder for Quran and science, folder for in your bookmark in your browser. It's very important that we don't waste our time, but we learn, because we are here to teach, not to laugh. Yes, we laugh. It's a good time to have a family, to have a friends from around the world. You know, if you see how much, you know, how many people contact me, and how many people really they love to support what I do. It's amazing. It's so beautiful. And that's why I say to you, color means nothing. I am an Arab. Those who support me, they are black, they are white, they are Asian. They are from everywhere. They have different culture, they have different color, they have different look. They have the different culture, you know, I mean, everything is different. But all of us, we are joined together as a force of love. For Christ, He unites us. Not force of killing. We are not making an army to attack neighbors. because they are different from us. We are making army to do charity to the neighbors. And one of the best charity you do is to share the truth so you can save them. And then the rest of the charity come, like feeding them, taking care of them, etc. But the biggest charity a human being can give is to share the truth, because we die because of our ignorance, literally. Why people they are dying because of corona? Because we are ignorant about it, how we can find it. So ignorance is our enemy. We are not fighting with Muslims. We don't want to fight with Muslims. We don't want to have war with Muslims. That is not, will never be our intention. We want the truth. We want to fight ignorance. Yesterday I posted a video on Instagram where Muslim, Sunni and Shia are shooting at each other in Beirut because the Shia insulted Aisha. They call her bad names, like she is a prostitute. A sheikh, he says she is the same as Israel. The army of Aisha is the army of Israel in America. So the Muslim Sunni, they start shooting at the Shia, and the Shia starts shooting at the Sunni. You know, ignorance is making them killing even each other, not only want to kill us. So we want Muslims to love each other, and we want Muslims and Christians to love each other, because at the end of the day, we should not be promoting hatred as the Quran teaches in 5:14. We should be promoting love, for love can be a solution. You don't have to agree with me, but if you reach the point you can love the person who don't agree with you, that's mean you are following the true God. If that God is not helping you to reach the point that you can love the person who you don't agree with, obviously your God is the devil. You know what I mean? My God, he made me reach the level I can love those who don't love me. That is my God. Can your God do that? If it's true, show it. This is why the Lord, he said, from their fruits you shall know them. Not from their names, not from their color. They can be black, they can be white, they can be whatever they are. It is your fruits, my friend, will define who you are. And me as a Christian prince, you know, actually the more I became close to the Lord, I am a better person. You know, when I was young, I was a troublemaker. I used to fight. If I see two people fighting in the street, I join the fight. I don't know why they are fighting. I join it. I don't know even what the problem, you know, I just joined the fight. I remember once there was a guy fighting two guys. I jumped in the fight, taking the side of one guy against the two guys. And then when we finished the fight, the guy, he said to me, do I know you? I said, no. Do you have to? So why you join? Defend me. I said, you know, you are alone. You are alone fighting against two. That's all. I don't know what the fight is about. I have no idea what they are fighting. And both of them, they are Muslims. The one who's alone is a Muslim, and the other two, they are Muslims. I joined the fight with the guy who's alone, just because he's alone. It's not fair. You know? So I used to be a person. Today I'm a different person, and the Lord will make me a better person maybe tomorrow. I pray for that. So God, he changed. God, he changed people. He changed the heart of people. He changed the behavior of people. He changed the way you see things, the way you feel things, the way you practice things. So you know, I don't like to fight with anyone. I can be, you know, a person you don't want to play with, but I don't like fighting with anyone. You know, I avoid fighting with anyone, and I use my brain to avoid that fight. Because fighting at the end of the day, I mean, there is no winner. You know, I mean, this is stupid. A human being, when he do the fighting, is stupid. It's like, okay, what you do at the end of the day, both of you will end in jail. So what you accomplish, nothing, right? It's not really smart movement. However, if you have to defend yourself, then you have to defend yourself. What you can do, this is something you could not avoid. This is a different story. Anyway, I want to say thank you guys for being here. I'm going to make some coffee before I start working on my book, which is going to be published soon in Portuguese. For those who speak Portuguese, I have Deception of Allah and Quran and Science will be published in Portuguese very soon. And soon later, we are going to publish a few books. Those are for free. As an example, Deception of Allah in the Indonesian language is going to be out soon for free. And we have more books to be published too for free. So more people will see the truth, and the truth will set them free. And for sure, when I say for free, you know, I mean, I'm doing my best, but doesn't mean that I am a rich person who do not need money. but I prefer that people, support me and giving the book for free for those who cannot afford it anyway. And the little we get from people who support what we do is enough, and the Lord is our provider. So I'm very thankful for those who support us. For if you do that, you will make us able to give books for free now and in the future. So thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you all, and until we see you soon again. Christ is our Lord, our Savior. He is the one and the only one we trust, and no other name we can trust. No human, nobody, no bishop, no pope, no priest, no Muhammad, no prophet. There's all men are sinners, and only God is pure. He is the one who never changed, and he will not change, and he is the one to trust. You put your trust in a human, you are a fool. And I say, as I say always, if a fool like Muhammad can fool you, how fool are you? Or as some they say, how foolish are you? Thank you. Christ is Lord, and see you soon again.